After years of helping families with medical issues, Sawyer was diagnosed with autism.
And then our middle son was diagnosed with autism.
You kind of have to go through a mourning period of just letting go of the expectations and dreams that you have.
We're flying in a helicopter!
And this week, we want to shine a light on autism.
Temple Grandin!
We've got to be teaching awareness of what autism is.
Tonight we're lighting it up everywhere!
This will change our life. This will change our boys' lives.
I'm CJ.
You've given us the ability to continue to help people. It won't go to waste.
Paige and Ed, right now we are cruising through Jackson County, Oregon.
All right.
On our way to the city of Medford. We've also got a new member of the design team. Please welcome Mr. Jeff Dye.
Jeff, how you doing, bro?
Nice to meet you.
So, Jeff, what made you want to join the team, man?
I've been building stuff since I was a young one with my dad. He does construction. First grade, made my first bird tank, a fish tank and a birdhouse, you know what I'm saying? Been building all sorts of creative stuff. I've been a touring comedian for 7 years.
Awesome, because we cry a lot here. It'd be great if we could have a few laughs.
Dude, I'm ready to cry and laugh. I've spent most of my life trying to give back to, like, the community. I just want to help.
Really excited you're here. This is going to be a big week. So we're on our way to surprise the McPhail family. It's CJ and Lindsay and their 3 boys. Take a look at this, and you'll see why we're here.
I'm CJ McPhail, and this is my incredible wife, Lindsay.
We have 3 amazing boys.
I'm Sawyer, and I like to introduce my brothers. Thatcher is 3, and Crew is 2. I really love them.
Lindsay and I had always had a passion for serving others.
CJ was a youth pastor, and we really wanted a project that our youth kids could get involved with and would have lasting impact. And we found Sparrow Clubs.
Sparrow Clubs was a tiny nonprofit with 1 chapter, and once Lindsay and I saw the potential, we were able to start the 2nd chapter. So what Sparrow Clubs does is we walk into a public school with a local child we call a sparrow in medical need, and we challenge that public school to adopt this child and put in community service hours, which earns money for that family.
Sparrow Clubs is an amazing experience. You don't have to worry about the financial burdens that you're going through when you're trying to focus on your child getting well.
We are very, very thankful for the Sparrow Club. It's a very humbling experience.
After years of helping local families with kids with medical issues and disabilities, we found out that Sawyer was developmentally delayed.
Sawyer began to have expressive language delay. He also began to have some social interaction issues and meltdowns. It's all signs of autism.
Autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder. Their social skills are impaired. It affects their language, what they understand, their ability to focus, task completion.
Sawyer was diagnosed when Lindsay was pregnant with our 3rd son, Crew. And then our middle son, Thatcher, just all of a sudden stopped talking. And that began a journey of Thatcher being diagnosed with autism.
With an autism diagnosis, it's not something that can be cured. It's not something that just goes away. You kind of have to go through a mourning period of just letting go of the expectations and dreams that you have for that child and just really learn to accept and embrace the beautiful things about him. We knew having 2 special needs kids, we were going to need a lot of extra family support. And so the adjoining property to my parents is this house.
This just simply incredible property. It's insanely healing for our sons. The home itself, though, really doesn't work that well for our family.
It's really blocked off. It's not open, so I can't see my boys, and that's never good.
It's an early 1950s home. You can see it's dry rot throughout the whole roof. And since this is a concrete block house, there's no way to replace it without tearing down the walls in the first place.
Half of the house isn't heated.
These windows break off in huge pieces. There's lots and lots of dry rot and black mold. With autism, any type of allergen affects behavior and it affects our whole family. Autism looks different in every child. Even though they're very social, they're kind of in their own realms.
It's a very broad spectrum disease. We go from a child that is severely affected, nonverbal, non-communicative, all the way up into someone mildly affected who now communicates, but yet he still has autism.
For Sawyer, he has issues with communication. You could say the same thing But if you say it in a way he's not used to hearing it, that's what leads to meltdowns or really hard days. We've done tons of therapy, and our life is therapy for them.
It will just calm him down.
Thatcher really would prefer to be alone all the time. He doesn't necessarily want to be touched without an invitation.
Thatcher likes to have these little cotton balls that he sticks in his ears. It really calms him down.
For us, what's really important is having visual schedules, because when they know what's happening next, that's what's going to prevent the meltdowns. A lot of kids on the spectrum cannot digest the proteins in gluten and casein properly. Wheat, barley, and rye, or any dairy products, just creates huge behaviors if they have the wrong foods. Keeping them on the strict diet is really expensive.
Some people will tell you that the word autism means alone. As a dad, you think, I think that's how it feels.
It's just lonely and isolating, and we knew we needed help.
CJ and I are very close friends, and we were just heartbroken over what they were going through. And I remember going to him one day and saying, I want to adopt your sons as a Sparrow.
Sawyer being a Sparrow, it was just such an amazing, fulfilling thing to go from helping people to being the one on the receiving end, to see the kids that accepted Sawyer for who he was. It was phenomenal. It was one of the first steps in realizing that we have a voice. I started a blog to reach out to moms and show other people what autism is.
1 in every 89 children just here in Oregon are diagnosed with some form of autism, and nationally, it's 1 out of every 100 children. Autism is an epidemic in this country.
I have a 5-year-old son on the autism spectrum. Lindsay has helped me with different techniques, therapies, and this house has become a sanctuary for my kids. Extreme Makeover wouldn't just be helping the McPhails, it would be helping a lot of families.
It would help give some much needed attention to the very thing that they spent so many years of their lives building up here in Southern Oregon, and that is Sparrow Clubs.
Nice family, very
Awesome,
nice.
right?
Very nice.
I'd never heard of the Sparrow Club before.
Now, any of you guys ever met a family or know anybody with autism?
I have my cousins in my family, but it's so hard to understand because each kid is so different. I just know that he'll, like, if anything's changed, he'll freak out and he actually hurts himself.
I think what we do know is that people with autism really like a structured environment. They like to have a routine. And this week, we're going to be changing the life of this family, which means we're going to be throwing a wrench into their routine. So we're going to need to do things a little bit differently, including surprising the family. Loud noises can be a bit of a problem, so I'm going to have to turn the volume down on the megaphone.
Finally.
Right?
All those years.
I think we can all enjoy that today. So what do you say? Can we do this?
We can do it.
Bring it on, people. Are you with me?
Let's do it.
Well, then let's do it. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to use this. This is going to be a little loud for the kids. So I think I'm going to just knock on the door. Good morning, McPhail family! Hi!
Oh my gosh, Chachi, look! Who is it?
Hey! Hi there!
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm Sawyer.
Wow, this is just a dream for us. I mean, not just for our family and to be able to share about autism and in our life, but we're just excited about the opportunity of what this is going to mean to, help other families in our same situation. It's just a dream.
It's going to be an awesome week.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Well, here's what I think we ought to do. Why don't you guys show me the house? Design team, why don't you hang out with the kids, see what they need around here?
Gotcha.
Sound good?
Awesome.
Cool.
Let's go play.
All right.
Let's go play.
Show me the house. Well, that's a nice welcoming sign as you come in. Welcome to Crazies.
Welcome to Crazy. There it is.
Wow, this really is a 50s concrete block home.
Yep.
Everything's wired through the block as it was built.
Oh,
and
wow.
Nothing's grounded. In fact, we can't even put the child-proof plastic things in because they melt.
So you just keep the kids away from all what's
Yeah.
going on.
Desperately, yeah.
So this is you guys' room?
This is our room.
The cinder blocks really,
It's really romantic.
feels a little bit like Cell Block C right now.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
This is where I have my mommy timeouts. When things are crazy and CJ's like, I got it.
So I'm just realizing, I think there's just a lot of misunderstandings about autism. What is that?
A lot of people don't know what to look for to even know if autism is a factor in their child's development. I don't know if you've heard of Temple Grandin. Claire Danes played her in the movie about Temple Grandin's life, and the way it portrayed it from her point of view, to have something to tell our family and our friends, you know, this is what our kids experience and why they might respond to certain situations the way they do. And Autism Speaks, they do a lot to promote autism awareness. They even do Light It Up Blue. It's actual blue light bulbs that you put in your front porch light, kind of like throughout the neighborhoods, like spotted here and there blue lights, so.
And it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's powerful.
Really
That's
cool.
some solid concrete walls, huh?
Yeah, I want to show you my school list.
So your schedule, we wake up.
Take a shower, get dressed.
One of the things that you hear about with people who are autistic, scheduling is very important. Every time Sawyer gets up, he has to look at this to say, oh yeah, this is what I need to do to stay on schedule, to get through my day.
Did you know there were underwater volcanoes?
Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that you have volcanoes right here in Oregon? You do. You have volcanoes. If you thought of a cool way to take down a house, tear it down, and it all comes crashing down.
Like a volcano.
Yeah, like a volcano.
What time do you normally start the boot camp?
8:30.
8:30. Is this an
Yep.
everyday thing?
We do it 4 days a week. For moms, they bring their kids. And basically, we just, you know, throw our weights and our yoga mats out. Oh, you can do it.
Oh, I see.
I love it.
This is boot
Feet
camp.
up,
Getting yelled at and
knees
everything.
together, tap, and up.
I
There you
just
go.
heard something pop.
Lindsay's running this boot camp, a mommy boot camp, and all the kids get to play with one another. Jeff and I had her show us a little bit of what she puts these mommies through. It's serious boot camp. Your place is cute. I like the kitchen. Look at this old. What is this from?
Welcome to a 1958 stove. Linz and I really like old stuff. We like neutral colors because real bright colors are harder for our boys with autism.
We'll stick with muted
I like
tones.
muted.
My cousin, he's very high functioning, but he has
Yeah.
autism, but it was the meltdowns that we were really concerned with, and we
Yeah.
wouldn't know the triggers. So how can we help you guys?
Anything that we can provide for Sawyer that allows feedback. Sawyer has this big red chair in his room that he loves, a trampoline or hugs or something soft that he can wrap himself up in. The boys' diet is a big deal. They're casein gluten-free, so no wheat, no dairy, no soy. Anything along those lines is going to be awesome for us. Anything. We're grateful.
I think we can do that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Is this your room? Where's your room?
Right there.
This one? Oh, this is good. You guys are bunk buddies, huh?
There's horses.
What is
Let's have a
this?
look around. So we've got toys over, we've got cars.
Thatcher has autism and crew does not. They want to play with everything. It doesn't matter what it is, they'll mix and match. They got a monster truck with like an inflatable sword. They're so great and they love laughing and they love having a good time. So I'm happy to just hang out with them and goof around with them and play around.
Who likes cowboys?
Toes it away?
You do?
Yeah.
Thatcher is one of the boys with autism, and after walking into Crew and Thatcher's bedroom that they share, Jeff and I both straight away were like, we need to give these guys their own rooms.
Thatch! Holy moly, look over there, look over there! You told me you liked horses, but you never told me your neighbour had horses, did you? Look at them.
Mr. Horsey, do you think we should be doing a horse room for Thatcher?
He said yes.
Okay, am I good looking? There you go. Straight from the horse's mouth.
And so I know you guys started the southern branch of Sparrow Club.
2002. Yeah, so Sparrow Club's USA. Well, Sparrow Clubs is kids helping kids in medical need. We take a local child and we adopt them in a friendship way to a public school. And you take one little need and you expand it and leverage it out to this whole school. You know? We started the Southern Oregon chapter here, and it was about that time that Sawyer really went downhill pretty quickly.
Is that like the tantrums? What is the tough stuff?
Sawyer would like bite himself or us till we bled or he bled. He would bang his head on the wall. Just meltdowns through any transition. I mean, if we were coloring and we said, okay, now it's time to go have a popsicle, you know, it'd be a half hour of just crying and screaming and just violence. Sometimes I'd just have to hold him so he didn't hurt himself. Then when everything happened with Thatcher, he cried, I don't even know, sometimes like 12 hours a day, and he didn't want to be touched and you couldn't comfort him.
You know, when you have one son with special needs, you kind of embrace that and you get your mind around it, or you try to. And then your second son screams at your voice and he doesn't recognize you. You know, that's kind of like not supposed to happen, but it did.
I'm sure it's been a struggle. I can't imagine. But this week, not only gonna be able to tell Sawyer and Thatcher's story, but also you guys' story about parents who have really been fighting to learn how to deal. And then what you can focus on is raising your boys.
That's awesome. It's just really awesome.
What's going to be phenomenal about this week is we're finally going to be able to sort of give back to CJ and Lindsay, who've done so many things for not only special needs kids, but families with kids with illnesses. They are positive people that are making positive change. And this week, we can finally make some of that change for them. All right, let's gather everybody up. Yo, Polly, Paige. Hey, everybody. You guys get a chance to look around?
Yes.
Right? So you just show me your room?
Yeah.
Would you guys like to know where you're going on vacation?
Yeah.
Well, let's go outside. Come on. So here's the deal. So while we're building you the house this week, you guys are going on vacation to Alani, which is a brand new Disney resort and spa in Hawaii.
Oh my goodness.
You guys ready to go on vacation? Yeah. Come on, let's get you in the limo.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Go to Hawaii.
Yes.
That was my dream.
That was your dream?
Yeah, and it came true.
Let's get a plan of attack on, like, who's taking on what. I'd really like to take on Mom and Dad's master bedroom. With the craziness that they deal with on a daily basis, I really want to give them a place where they can finally relax.
We spent some time with Crew and Thatcher, so I'm going to take on Thatcher, if you don't mind.
I'm the young guy, I'll take the young boy. Crew loves race cars. His name's Crew. I'm gonna build him a little pit crew in there.
Nice.
Sawyer loves volcanoes, right? I mean, he loves volcanoes.
Yes.
And then a therapy room.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, and I'll take on just the rest of it, the main part of the house. And I think I'll take on some boot camp this week.
That'd be great.
I'll try anyway.
Yeah, okay, well, we've got a plan.
Yo.
Yeah, here comes our builder right now.
Oh my God, nice.
What's great about this week is we're gonna be able to give CJ and Lindsay a home that they can feel safe raising their kids there. And more than that, you know, give them the tools so that they can focus on helping other families, helping other kids with special needs, and that's exactly what they're best at. So right now, the family's on vacation. Should we let them know what's about to happen?
Look, Sawyer, look up there.
Aloha mai kako. Welcome to Aulani.
Our vacation in Hawaii was certainly a dream.
He wants you to pet him.
The Alani Resort is over-the-top incredible. My boys just had the time of their life, and it was all designed so they could have the time of their life, but in a way that fit their needs.
Aloha.
Watching our boys interact with the dolphins was amazing. A couple of years ago, Sawyer wouldn't have put his feet in the water, and I think that's what this trip's gonna do for my boys ultimately, is it's building that confidence level for them not to be afraid, and that's pretty cool.
Hello, McPhail family.
Hi, Ty.
You guys do so much in your community, and now your community is going to be there for you. In fact, we have a lot of people that are ready to help. Say hi, everybody!
All right, guys.
And of course, leading the charge with that is our builders, Rush Banky, Ken Schnelling from Arc Built Renovations.
Hey, Ken and Rush.
We love you guys.
We're just absolutely stoked to be able to answer a prayer for you guys, a great family, and this whole valley is coming together to build you a new home.
All right, so now it's time to get rid of that house that's been holding you back. So what do you say, people? You ready for some demo?
Cool would it be if when you took the house down, it was a volcano that took it down?
What do you say, people? Let's have a volcano! Sawyer is passionate about volcanoes. I think there's a volcano underneath the house. We just have to find it.
The ladies are going to summon Pele, the god of fire and volcanoes. Ladies, take it away!
Oh
There's one. There we go.
There's a volcano!
Look at this! Oh, ready to go! Sawyer! It's really heating up! Oh my gosh! Whatever you guys are doing, it's working! It's working!
Oh, my word! All right, everybody, get back!
Come on, come on! It's gonna blow! Get back! Oh my goodness! Our house has just exploded!
Sawyer, that was a great idea!
That was awesome! And when shoot!
The house is erupting!
Shoot, volcano! Shoot! Shoot!
So, guys, now it's time to take it down and build you a new home. It's gonna look for you and the rest of your family. So, guys, have a great time on vacation. We'll see you when you get back. Bye, time.
Jeff, one of the most amazing things about watching a house go up in 7 days is the fact that you get to see all aspects of that in such a short time period. You should really be part of each and every stage.
I grew up on construction sites with my dad. I would tell people when they say, what did you want to do for a living? I would be like, I want to be a worker man, because I just thought that's what all men did. But I definitely know how to use the tools, and I'm excited to get my hands dirty.
This is all open here in the middle.
Yeah, we got a courtyard out here.
And then we walk around the courtyard, we leave the kitchen here.
These are kids' bedrooms over
Gotcha.
there. Bathroom.
And whose bedroom?
I got crew. Crew goes crazy about cars, so we're gonna do everything like a big racetrack inside. When I was 18, I was having some pain in my teeth. They thought it might be a tumor. They said I could die. Turned out the tumor was benign. It's enough to just make me realize, like, time is precious. My family is precious. Keep your spirits high and be optimistic. And I feel like that's kind of the purpose of this show. I love the whole concept of it. You and the boys get hungry, just mix something up in here?
Big potato soup.
Ed, this came for you. What is going on?
Whoa!
What are you doing?
Thatcher's bedroom. He likes horses, so I'm building him a life-size rocket horse.
Yeah, but why are you running around and doing all that?
Testing him out. Whoa!
Okay. I'm just gonna leave this right here for you. Right there.
Sawyer loves volcanoes. Oregon is known for its volcanoes.
I'm seeing volcanoes. I take a nap, what do I see? I see volcanoes.
Let's get our crater in there, all right? We gotta build that crater now.
I go and I eat some mashed potatoes, I'm seeing volcanoes. Rice, volcanoes. Volcanoes everywhere. Is that weird?
Take a look at the volcano going here. How about this, huh?
So as good as this is, you guys, I think to have this in Sawyer's room would make for a mess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got to think of something else.
Your design team! Ed, Polly, Paige, Jeff Dye!
Hello,
Come on over here, Jeff.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
I want you guys to meet Chris Powell. He's the guy from Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition. So Chris is here because, one, clearly he knows a thing or two about working out. And, of course, as we know, Lindsay runs her boot camp to get everybody in shape.
Yep.
And so it'd be really great that he could help out to be able to give her everything she needs.
I am here. I'm at your disposal. I think we can have a lot of fun and really helping them change their life around. When I heard about Lindsay offering this boot camp Monday through Friday to moms for free, just to give back to the community, I mean, it goes to show what an incredible person she is. Polly, give me 2 months. I'll turn that into a six-pack. And, of course, you know, fitness and boot camp, that's right down my alley. It definitely struck a chord with me, and I wanted to be a part. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here?
Quick little pick-me-up while I work.
No. They brought me in to clean up this construction site. Really Drop down. Down, buddy. Come on.
Go.
Get down. Here we go.
Thanks, Jeff. Way to represent the team here.
10. Come on now.
3.
There you go. Load him down. Burn off that candy bar now.
You are the expert in working out. I am not the expert. But there's a warehouse here that they specialize in doing like playground equipment and workout equipment.
Paige and I, we went to this huge playground equipment manufacturer this week. They showed us all the incredible pieces of equipment that they make, not just for children, but now they're also making exercise equipment.
This is the outdoor fitness equipment I was telling you about.
I don't know what all of this means, but...
Let me show you.
You'll know, absolutely.
So, great little push-up station right here.
Wow.
We can transition right into dips. I just thought, Oh man, this is too perfect to build out Lindsay's boot camp. This is gonna teach some really important components of fitness, and that's balance, coordination. I love it.
I love it too. I think it'll be great. And I've got a little surprise for you. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good.
Moms, come on in. I know that Lindsay every day gives you a very good workout with her boot camp. So I thought I would bring in a very special guest to replace her this week. May I present to you, we have Chris Powell from Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition.
3, 2, 1, go! Hustle, 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 ladies. Good run. Look at those abs.
Totally.
Excellent on these burpees. You guys are pros. Boot camp for the ladies, plan for the kids.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. Pick it up. Get running, get running. 1, 2, 3.
Lindsay's boot camp! Which is also kind of be the great room, and the courtyard's right out there, and check out all these windows. 6 windows. With the McPhail's old house, it was very compartmentalized. If they were in the kitchen, they couldn't really see what was going on in the living room. You know, they have 2 kids with autism, and that creates its whole compilation of difficulties. So we want to make sure that mom can keep an eye on the kids. Whatever you're trying to do out there, I can see. No shenanigans.
No shenanigans. Can't get away with nothing. Can't get away with nothing.
Lindsay and CJ are doing a great job raising the 3 boys, but we want to make sure that they have the best tools available to them. So I went to visit Providence Child Center to check out their multisensory room.
Because it is something that has really shown great success in children with autism.
I'm so excited to be here to sit. What's this room called?
It's called the Snoozeland Room. It's actually from the Netherlands, and it actually means to snooze and to explore.
1 in 70 boys and 1 in 90 girls are diagnosed with autism. That's a pretty big average.
It's a unique, amazing multisensory therapy, and we see amazing benefits and effects from this room.
Wow, it's nothing like I expected.
Really?
Absolutely nothing like I expected.
I mean, it is a white room with pads all over the place, all these different fiber optics. The ceiling can go to a night sky with stars, water towers that bubble up.
They have everything you can imagine in there that stimulates the senses or gives the child a sense of calm. It's very calming.
We see increased focus. We see kids learning social skills. Kids who might be challenging to get them to eat might eat after they've been in here.
Is there any way we could maybe get a couple of kids in here
Yeah,
and see?
I have a couple in mind.
All right.
Hi, Jocelyn.
Hi, Jocelyn.
Hi, it's so good to see you. We can take our fiber optics, drape these right over her. With autistic kids, that's a wonderful, calming feeling.
Not everyone's going to have this kind of stuff at their fingertips, but for CJ and Lindsay, they are. And what's wonderful is that they're able then to take this to the people, and they're able to continue doing the work that they do that changes the lives of others.
This has given me some wonderful ideas. I can't thank you enough.
Glad we could help.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Working on CJ and Lindsay's room, right? And I want to make sure that, like, when they come into it, they really realize how many people they've impacted in their lives. So I've talked to Matt, I've talked to all their different friends. They've written down these messages that I'm going to actually route out into these panels. CJ and Lindsay inspire people, whether it be helping kids with special needs or the blog that Lindsay writes. I really wanted to have some of the people that really know CJ and Lindsay well say a few words of inspiration to them so that when they come into the room, they can see and read and feel just what a difference they've made in so many families' lives. I'm excited. I can't wait to see them up on the wall.
Nice. Good job.
Ed, how we looking, buddy? We're going up. You ready?
We're all clear over here, but the left are ready.
We're going up. Sawyer and Thatcher, one of the things with their autism is that they feel comfort in being outside. They have beautiful property, beautiful views. So we had a great idea to just build this huge tower. This is 10,000 pounds that we're moving right under these things right over here. These kids are also gonna love to look out on this tower. It has a great 360-degree view of all their property, and they can just look out down on things, and it makes them feel at peace. I think that's it.
We're there. Nice job.
I'm gonna call Sawyer, see if we can't get him to see a volcano while he's in Hawaii.
Throw it in. Good job, Sawyer. Whoa.
Oh!
Hello, this is CJ.
CJ, it's Paulie. How's everything going there?
Things are going great.
You got Sawyer right there. Let me talk to him.
Okay, no problem. Sawyer, Polly wants to talk to you.
Hello?
Hi, Sawyer. Sawyer, do you remember when we talked about volcanoes?
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of volcanoes right there in Hawaii. What do you say we get you to go see a volcano?
Yeah.
you're gonna see it in a helicopter.
What? You gotta be kidding me, a helicopter? Oh my goodness! That's so exciting! Thank you, Mr. Pauling. Make sure to build that house. We're flying in a helicopter! We fly in the sky, and the propeller moves. Zoom, zoom.
Sawyer is obsessed with volcanoes, and I don't know if I've ever seen him so excited.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Some volcanoes don't shoot lava. They erupted a long time ago. They went boom! Oh, I see it! That volcano erupted years ago.
Okay, guys, now the family's old house was unbelievably bad at being energy efficient. Well, not any longer. In the backyard, we've got a state-of-the-art geothermal energy system. Couple that with a beautiful solar system. Now, what this means is when the family turns on either their heating and cooling or even their electricity, with both of these systems working together, their energy bills are going to be pretty much non-existent. Guys, how much longer before we finish the solar?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. Marvelous.
Can I go flush to that?
Yeah.
Because that's right at 6.
So when we come into the house here at Temple, we come into what we call our great room. We have a very special guest to help us this week. Temple Grandin is autistic and is very successful. She has her PhD in animal behavior, learning from the way Temple sees the world. She's become one of the heroes to this family.
Now, I'm an extreme visual thinker. I've designed a lot of things in the cattle industry. I can actually test run equipment in my mind. I was in very intensive therapy at age 2.5. When I was in middle school, my mother had me doing a little sewing job. When I was 15, I was taking care of 9 horses. Makes a huge difference. One of the things that's really important is no fluorescent lighting.
Gotcha.
It's like having the whole house or the whole schoolroom like a strobe light.
Having Temple here is wonderful because she is a beacon of hope for the McPhails. She is really the face of autism and how you can really rise above it and work with it, not work against it, but work with it.
There you go.
Okay.
And then they'll can come back and sand that. Just let it dry. Nice work.
Crew loves cars. For a cruise room, I want to actually make a race car bed. There's a local racetrack in the area, so I went there to kind of do some research. And there's so many different kinds of race cars out there. They're different shapes and sizes. I want to find the one that's just perfect for crew, you know what I mean? Woo! Yeah, come on! Race it out, baby! That's our car. Crew's gonna love this. So I'm not positive I was supposed to, but I got out on the track and I did my own racing. What's up, ladies? Hope you like race car drivers.
Now let's remember what our idea is here. We want to capture images, ideas from the real Rogue River, and then put them in the McPhail's water feature in the front yard.
Sounds like a plan.
One of the things we've learned from Lindsay and CJ is the reason they moved is the fact that it has really made a big difference in the boy's life. When you walk outside here in Southern Oregon and you see these beautiful rivers that run through it, one of the things we want to make sure we do is continue that in the whole landscaping of this house. Take a little bit of the Rogue River and bring it to us.
How long are we thinking of making this thing? I mean, we've got a good 100 foot of front yard there.
Yeah.
A lot of space.
Oh,
We should use all of it.
I totally understand how this openness, this fresh air can really help a kid progress that has autism. We want these kids stimulated by nature. So those are the things we're going to try to do in this house.
This is unbelievably beautiful.
So beautiful. Yeah, we could recreate a little of this for their front yard.
Like I said, the beauty is the front yard is massive. So we can make this little river go like 100 odd foot.
That'd be so awesome.
We got the big show. It's time to let it go.
room coming on?
It's good. There's a few things I'm a little shaky on, but I'm really excited to just give Crew his very own room of just race cars and tracks and tires.
See, truth be told, brother, I think I should have done that room and not you.
You?
Well, we know more about race car driving. We invented it.
Yeah, you guys also invented biscuits.
Yeah, and they're pretty good.
I know about the track. Listen, pal.
You guys, stop fighting.
This guy thinks he knows more about race cars. than me.
We invented it, sweetheart.
There's one way to settle this once and for all. Come on in, guys.
I tell you, bro, I'm fast. I know what you're doing in the room.
Have a seat. Here are the rules, guys. This is a circular house. You're going once around the courtyard.
Talks a lot like he races. Hey, bro, yo, and I knew he'd be all chatter out there and he wouldn't know what to do. First place! Second place, son! That's why I'm doing cruise room!
Is your license, registration, proof of insurance, please?
Yeah, it's just in the car. So go!
Emily, you have a child yourself with autism, correct?
Yeah.
Matt and Emily Sampson, who are dear friends of the McPhails, also have a child that's autistic. So I had the opportunity to take them to meet Temple Grandin.
Hey, Temple, this is Emily and Matt.
Hi, how are you? Hi. So nice to meet you. Well, it's good to meet you.
Dr. Grandin, so nice to meet you. What an honor.
I know.
What an honor.
Emily and Matt also have a young boy who has autism.
We have been able to understand our kids better because
Thank you
of
so much.
your books and
I'm glad they've helped you to understand better.
Yeah. Temple Grandin is a guru to so many of us parents. She's the one that explains things to us in a way that no doctor, no therapist, no one else can.
I've been trying to explain to Temple, the boys, Sawyer and Thatcher, and it's been difficult because we don't know them as well as you guys do.
When you have two boys that are on such opposite ends of the spectrum, one that is hypersensitive to things and one that wants to touch everybody all the time.
Well, this is the thing, the sensory issues are very variable.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when I was a little kid, I loved things like flags and kites. I loved rapid movement, and I loved bright colors. And there's other autistic kids that hate bright colors, and they hate rapid movement.
Right.
So those would get into how do you decorate the house?
Yeah. CJ and Lindsay will know that this was thoughtfully put together by someone who experiences autism themselves. What a better gift than that to give a family.
This week, it's so important for us to continue the mission that CJ and Lindsay have of raising awareness for autism. And you meet someone like Temple Grandin, and you see that someone with autism is capable of greatness. We have something very special planned for the McPhail family. Should we let them know what's going on?
I don't think I've ever seen the boys like water this much. They love the water. Well, here's to you and our family. I love you. I love you, baby.
Hello, McPhail family.
Hi, Paige.
We are here in the downtown area with so many members of your community. Say hi, everyone.
Holy cow, look at that.
This week, we've had so much help from someone who really understands what Thatcher and Sawyer go through on a daily basis, and she's really become a hero for so many people with autism. I'd like to introduce to you, Temple Grandin.
Oh, my word. Well, hi, Thatcher. Hi, Sawyer. I think you're really going to like your new rooms. I just saw the house today. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. Also, this event is going to really, really raise awareness for autism, and that's really super important.
I was just blown away to see that Temple Grandin was here. I mean, when I watched the movie about her life, I was just like, now I know my son. Like, it helped me know my son.
Let's hear it for Temple Grandin.
Yay, Temple. Thank you, Temple.
We've got to be teaching awareness. That's really important because there's still some people that just don't know what autism is. We've got to get the word out there. This is really, really important.
This week, we've met a great organization called Autism Speaks. And the way they raise awareness is by literally shining a light on autism. They've asked people all over the world to show their support by lighting it up blue. So McPhail family, tonight, we are gonna light it up blue! Starting right down the street with the B-52s.
Way.
We're the B-52s, and tonight we're lighting it blue!
Lighting it up blue at the drive-thru. The fire department's blue. Woo! We're lighting it up blue here at the build site.
They did. When we saw Jacksonville lighting it up blue, I just felt nothing but pride that my sons could be a part of leading the way for more and more and more people having a better sense of what autism is.
Light It Up Blue was just powerful. To be able to have this platform to say this is what autism looks like, and to have Temple Grandin come in to back us up, and then having Autism Speaks to support us, and not only us, but all of the other members in our community and all of the parents of special needs kids who are going to be watching this. You just feel this solidarity, and hopefully through this, parents will know that they're not alone.
That was amazing. Camp.